What's up, guys? I'm your host, Ali the Greatest, and you're tuned into Ali's Book Club. Today I'll be reviewing Where the Crawdads Sing, a novel written by Delia Owens. I discovered this book through an Instagram story put out by Barstool's Chicks in the Office. I saw the cover of this book and it looked real nice. So I said, well, if it's a nice cover, it must be a pretty good book. I went to Chapters, bought the book, started reading it, finished it in 2 days. It's a good book. After reading this book, I was left in awe. There's so many heartwarming stories, and there are so many stories that'll make your heart ache. The author made you feel emotions the main character felt. Like what the main character felt, I felt. What Kaya felt, I felt. It dug deep in my heart. It was good. I liked the book too. This book was cool, hardcover. It's pretty cool. Got it on sale. Was happy about that. About this book, it's deep. It's very deep. The one thing that was deep about it was the sexual relationships in the book. If you're a younger audience, I don't recommend this for you. If you're older, it's coming of age, 16 and up, this is for you. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about in the book, such as abandonment and detachment. It started off, the mother left the babies, her kids, and then the kids left Kaya and the pa left Kaya, leaving her abandoned. Kaya is 7 years old. She's abandoned. She has to grow up on her own. So what does she do? When she gets hungry, she doesn't know. So she goes, talks to a mentor, Jumpin, the colored marina owner. And he tells her, pick oysters, sell them to me. I buy oysters. She does that. She starts hustling, gets her money up. And then with that money, she starts buying food. And she doesn't know how to make anything except grits. So she just eats grits all the time. And then Kaya is lonely all the time too, because she doesn't have anybody. She doesn't have no one to hug her, hold her. She doesn't have no one to talk to. So, a lot through the book, she was vulnerable because of her loneliness. Her loneliness made her vulnerable to any relationship that came her way. The one relationship with Tate Walker, her friend, that relationship turned to sexual, and she became vulnerable to him. He made promises and broke them, and she was left heartbroken. Then she fell into another relationship with the town stud, Chase Andrews, and he only used her for sex. He thought she was an elegant creature that he could just use because she was from the marsh, and that was it. So, after being used and abused by Chase, Kaya found out he was married. Thing is, Chase made all these promises with Kaya that he'd marry her, that he'd build her a house, the veranda, all that nice stuff. But when she exposed them, he started rambling on, oh, I love you this, I love you that, I'm falling for you, but it can't be together because you're from the marsh, I'm from the city. She left him. Said she was done with that rah-rah stuff. She left him. And then after that, he showed up dead. He was dead. It's like, isn't that a coincidence? The guy's dead after he uses a girl. And so it's like a cliffhanger. They find out the story. I'm not going to expose the book for you, though. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody. But the book is good. It's very deep, very emotional. A little bit leaves you in fear. A little bit makes you happy. Sometimes it makes you sad. Like, this book was good. One thing I like to mention is the years. Every chapter had a year, a different timeline. So it would go 1969 to 1972, then back to 1969, then it'd go back down so it could tell the story. So if you didn't know what was going on, like in chapter 1, 2, and 3, you could find out in 3 and 4 because the timeline goes up and down. It connects. The book, it just falls all together the right way. If you read it, you'll notice it. Another thing too was the incorrect wording. Delia Owens used incorrect wording when the character spoke to emphasize the southern accent, like Lord, Lawd, instead of Lord, or daughter, Dawder, instead of the original spelling, Daughter. You know, the emphasis was amazing. I liked that. Kept me interested. But this book was very aggressive, very powerful, and it stuck to you. It's a good book. If you see the cover, you'll like the cover. It's very attractive, fluorescent pink. Looks like a flamingo. Then you got the ocean and a girl in a kayak. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Book altogether, I rate it. I say 10 out of 10. It's a good book. That's it. Thank you for tuning in to Ali's Book Club. Everybody have a great day and stay blessed.